Okay, hi everyone. I just wanted to show off what I'm currently working on, because about a month ago I got into knitting. So I used to crochet, and then I decided that I wanted to pick up knitting instead, because crocheting hurt my wrist, to be frank. And I've always heard that number one, knitting uses up lesser yarn, which obviously then it'll be a cheaper hobby, especially if you want to make wearables. And number two, I heard it works faster. I don't know. I don't feel it is the case so far, but again, I've only done it for about a month. So this is what I'm working on. This is my very first knitting project. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. A round of applause, please. So this is a sweater. It's done in a top-down construction, meaning you start from the neck, you just work all the way down. Yeah, what else do I want to say? Yeah, it's also called a raglan style because they have like these lines that will result from the top-down construction, or the way you're building this. I don't know the terms, to be honest. So yeah, right now I am almost done with the body. It'll need about, I think, 8 cm more to go, based on the size that I'm making. And then after that I will do the sleeves, right? So okay, so far I don't know, like, about the fit. To be honest, the yarn I bought is exactly, I guess in terms of gauge, like when you do the gauge, it does fit what is in the guide that I'm following. I'm following a tutorial, free tutorial on YouTube, with a written one as well. But I don't know if it's like, maybe I chose a size slightly too small. I know like sweaters are meant to be a bit looser, so I did choose a bigger size than my chest circumference, but maybe I didn't choose baggy enough. Whatever. When we're done and then we're doing blocking, then we'll know how it goes, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to show also my little, what do they call them, needle protectors. That, I think I call them a needle protector because like they go on the ends of the needle, but I think they also sort of like a stitch holder, because you want to prevent your stitches falling off the needle, right? So they're so cute, right? The little tulips, you can't tell. And they're from the Tulip brand, which makes all these like knitting accessories. Okay, this is the, oh, this one is about 3 skeins of the yarn, or 3 balls of the yarn I'm using so far. But this yarn comes in 100 grams. So I think usually yarn comes in 50 grams maybe. So like if you think of that, then it's 6 balls. But this is the yarn I'm currently using. It's a kind of muted shade of pink. I bought it in a store in Korea. There's this quite popular store in Korea that sells like yarn and all these knitting and crochet accessories, called Partner Iyagi. Yeah, so it's their own how do you call it, series, collection, I don't know. Anyway, this is Regal wool. It's made of super fine wool, 80%, polyamide 20%, and again it's their own. I don't know if you can see. Would it be backwards? I don't know. So one ball was about, I want to say, I think 14,000 won. It was either this, or I was eyeing the Drops brand yarn, which is the brand that was recommended in the tutorial I'm following, because I want to try and get as close as possible, right? Then, you know, it would just be a lot easier for a total beginner like me. But I sort of worked it out, like in terms of cost wise, buying the Drops yarn, even though it's cheaper per ball, also it's 50 grams I think, so you have to double it, but even though it's cheaper per ball, with shipping the total cost would be more than if I were to buy like enough of this yarn to make the sweater. So anyway, I wanted to share because in the knitting and I think like crafts community, they have this thing called Whip Wednesdays, like work in progress Wednesdays. So you know, now that I am a knitter, even though I never did it as a crocheter, I just wanted to share. So if you never hear from me again about this, it's because I did not finish it.